Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the classes now. We'll do history now. The rise of nationalism in Europe, and today's date is 6th of May 2021. Now here we have reached 3.3. This is the subtitle number 3.3. Here, 1848, the revolution of the liberals. So now, in our previous class also we have learnt about the middle class, new educated middle class. They were the liberals. Now here, the revolution of these liberals. Now here, number one, there are altogether 5 points in this, and more are there to be continued. So here, first we will talk about the 5 points. Parallel to the revolts of the common man, especially the poor, unemployed and the starving peasants at that time. We have already learned about the poor people, unemployed, and they were starving because the prices of the bread were very, very high, beyond the reach of the common man. So parallel to the revolt of the poor, unemployed and the starving peasants, and especially the workers also, in many European countries in the year 1848, there was hunger and hardships. We have already learnt in our previous class also, there was hunger, hardships, difficulties faced by the peasants in Europe, not only in France but all over Europe. There was people suffered so much. In the year 1848 we are talking about a revolution led by the educated middle class. The educated middle class, they started the revolution, was underway. Underway means they were getting ready for the revolution against the feudal system, against the monarchies, against the nobles, clergies and so on. Number two, February Revolution of 1848. February Revolution of 1848 that made the monarch a constitutional monarchy. His powers were taken away and he became just the head of the country informally. So, or you can say for the namesake. So, February Revolution of 1848 brought about the abdication. Abdication means removal, taking away his power. Abdication of the monarch, and a republic was based on political right had been proclaimed. After, so we have already learned in class 9 about the National Assembly outside the Versailles. So from here, 1848, so the National Assembly, or you can say the Republic, revolutionary government, you can say that, based on political rights had been proclaimed. So all the people will have political rights. That means voting rights was proclaimed, announced. So that means number 3. Whereas in other parts of Europe, where independent nation states did not yet exist, in other parts of Europe, in other countries around Europe, this kind of activities or this kind of revolution was not done, and nation state was not formed. Now here it was the beginning. In France, a nation state was being made. A revolutionary government was formed and the power of the king were taken away. He had to follow the constitution, abide by the constitution. So, and in other European countries, this kind of independent nation states did not yet means still exist means remain, such as Germany, Italy, Poland, Austro-Hungarian empires. Here, these kingdoms were ruled by various Bourbon kings. Number 4, there in those countries, men, women of liberal middle class, men, women of educated middle class, liberal middle classes combined their demands, various demands about price rise of food grains, about unemployment and about political rights, voting rights, combined their demands for constitutionalism with national unification. They must unify the German states, confederation of 39 principalities, and national unification. Even in Italy, Italy was a patchwork of various small kingdoms. National unification and a constitution. They also want that constitution should be framed. Freedom of press and expression, as well as freedom of association. Association means form political parties, groups. These were the demands of the liberal middle classes, women of the liberal middle classes. These demands, they combined together and they started the revolt. All over, not only in France, all over Europe, even in Germany, even in Italy, Austro-Hungarian states, in those countries, this revolution started by the liberal middle classes, educated middle class. Now we'll talk about Germany first. In Germany, a large number of political associations, groups, association means group, large number of political associations whose members were of the middle classes, educated middle classes, professionals, businessmen and wealthy citizens or rich members came together. They formed the group. Various political associations were formed in Germany. They come together in Frankfurt, that's a city, Frankfurt, and decided to vote for all German National Assembly. They decided to vote for the German National Assembly, and later on they formed constitution for the German nation. So here unification of Germany is going to start. These educated middle classes or liberals, they are on the way to form a unification of Germany. So they are the one who led the revolution, not only in Germany, in Italy, Austro-Hungarian empires and other parts of Europe. So this kind of revolution was going to take place. So now next video we'll talk about drafting of constitution for German nation. How they did that, what ideas were implemented in this constitution, how they formed it. So we'll talk about that in our next class. Then we'll talk about unification of Germany. So this much for today. You go through this as well, listen carefully. While you're watching the video, rotate the video so that you can see everything clearly. Increase the volume and the brightness of the screen. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and carry on the drafting of constitution for German nation. So till then you go through this and read at home, learn as well. Don't waste your time. Thank you very much.